Good evening, everyone. I'm Valerie Gross, President and CEO of Howard County Library System, and it is my great pleasure to welcome you tonight to the HCLS Project Literacy Awards graduation ceremony. This is one of my all-time favorite events, and we are just delighted that you all are here this evening. For starters, as always, we'll begin with the national anthem. And if you would, please remain standing after the musicians are done playing the anthem for the procession of this year's graduates. So if you would, please stand. You may be seated. Every single time I hear that song, it tears me up. Special thanks to the Columbia Brass Quintet for its fine performance and their musical talents. I wanted to just read a bit about the Columbia Brass Quintet. It was formed in 2010 and has played at every single HCLS Project Literacy ceremony in the past 7 years. So special thanks to, and if you could stand when I call your name, Kathy Bartolomeo, Bob France, Adam Greenstein, Jim Weslow, and Steve Williams. Round of applause for these fine musicians. And Jim Weslow, if you'd be willing to come forward, we have a certificate for these fine musicians. We are here this evening to celebrate and acknowledge the remarkable academic achievements of our 406 students currently enrolled in HCLS Project Literacy. While some of you are studying for your external high school diplomas and for U.S. citizenship, most of you are studying English. And I know how hard studying languages can be. 我说一点中文 Tôi biết một chút tiếng Việt. Et je parle français y hablo un poco de español. And I also speak a little English. That represents 5 of the 33 languages spoken by HCLS Project Literacy students who come from 49 countries. So we commend you on your tenacity to learn English, one of the most difficult languages of all. So tonight, it is our pleasure to recognize the accomplishments of our students. We acknowledge this exceptional adult basic education program, funded in part by a generous grant from the Maryland State Department of Labor, Licensing, and Regulation. So special thanks to Melissa Zervos, Adult Education Program Specialist from the department, for being here tonight. If you would be willing to stand and be recognized. Thank you, Melissa Zervos. And we thank our instructors. Would you please stand? Thank you. We also thank our partners, especially Howard Community College. Here tonight representing HCC is Kim Bonet. Thank you to Kim. Kim, where are you? Kim, are you here? Kim will probably be here. Thank you in your absence, Howard Community College. We take pride that Howard County Library System is a statewide leader in teaching quality adult basic education. This critical component of our curriculum breaks language barriers and provides success in the job market. In the last 30 years, we have taught 8,800 students who understand that education is the key to their success in the future. It is now my privilege to introduce to you the person who makes HCLS Project Literacy happen. Please welcome our Adult Basic Education Manager, Emma Ostendorp. Yay, Emma!
Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm Emma Ostendorp, Adult Basic Education Manager for the Howard County Library System. First of all, I want to congratulate our class of 2017. It's truly remarkable. It's been really an honor to be a witness to your remarkable journeys. And I remember seeing you juggling work, life, school, and family. And also, I heard you when you felt like you were pushed to the limit, the frustration in your voices. But you persevered. and you earn your high school diploma. And your strengths and determination are really, really inspirational. So congratulations on this great accomplishment. And I hope you will use this hard-earned high school diploma as a jumping-off point for more training, job training, or higher education. And, but for tonight, we just want to savor the moment and celebrate your many successes. And I also want to congratulate the students who became U.S. citizens, new U.S. citizens, and all of those who made outstanding participation in the program, and also those who improved their test scores. Congratulations for making education #1 in your life. And of course, we want to thank the Department of Labor Licensing and Regulation. Just last week, I got the wonderful news that our application for funding for next year has been approved. So thank you very much. And of course, none of this is possible without the hardworking tutors and instructors. They work day in and day out. Let's give them a round of applause for our instructors. And of course, we can't forget the families who are behind all our students here tonight. It is because of you, all the sacrifices you made it possible for our students to pursue their educational goals. So thank you so much for your support. This is a bittersweet time for me because this happy occasion also marks the very last time our President and CEO, Valerie, who will be presiding over our ceremony. And many of you know Valerie is going to embark on a new chapter of her life. And for the past 16 years, she has tirelessly tried doing her best to rebrand Howard County Library System. And she also championed the vision of library equal education. And when many other counties were getting budget cuts, our system was getting extra funding for expansion of services and also for many, many capital projects. And since November of last year, everyone in Project Literacy has been able to work in a fabulous new center. We have 13 tutorial stations, a new classroom with AV equipment all installed. We have intake room, research room, a new staff room. All of this is because of the hard work by Valerie. And, words are very difficult to describe the profound gratitude I have for all the things you have done for us. And it also cannot describe the sadness I have about your departure. But one good thing is I know, no matter where you are, we're going to continue to hear great things about you, from you. So thank you, Valerie, for all that you've done for us. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. We now come to the awards segment of this evening's event. Students, when we read your name, please come forward. You'll begin by coming this way. We'll shake your hand and congratulate you. You will pose for a photo. Then you will get your certificate, okay? So you come up this way, shake our hands, photo, then you get your certificate. Got that? All right. So Melissa Zervos and Emma Ostendorf, please join me up front. You can stand right here. This first award category honors 13 students who have overcome numerous hurdles and studied countless hours to achieve U.S. citizenship. Here to say a few words about the students is one of our instructors. Please welcome Mike Hughes.
Thank you, Valerie. Good evening. As Emma said, I'm honored to be here to recognize the Project Literacy students who have become U.S. citizens. I have worked closely with many of them. They are from 7 different countries spanning 4 continents, reflecting the diversity of Howard County and the Project Literacy's program. The countries are Libya, Ghana, Iran, India, Pakistan, Russia, and Haiti. Regrettably, due to family and work responsibilities, some of our new citizens cannot be with us tonight. I can only imagine how difficult it is to come to a new country and learn its language, history, and culture. But these students had a goal in mind, and they achieved that goal with determination and hard work. We are very proud of you. Congratulations. I'd like to take a few moments to describe how immigrants become U.S. citizens and how Project Literacy helps in the process. Among the requirements to become a naturalized citizen, an applicant must be at least 18, be a legal permanent resident holding a green card for at least 5 years, or 3 years if married to an American, be of good moral character, that is, they obey the law and pay their taxes, pledge loyalty to the United States, have an understanding of U.S. history and government, and be able to understand, speak, read, and write basic English. What is a citizenship test like? It is in fact a 20 to 30-minute interview conducted entirely in English. It is not a multiple choice test. First, applicants must respond to questions about their application, which is 20 pages long and involve all aspects of their lives. Then they have to read and write a sentence in English correctly. Finally, they must answer orally 6 out of 10 of the 100 civics questions they've studied. I suspect many native-born Americans would not know the answers to many of these questions. So how does Project Literacy help? Well, we mainly assist students in meeting the last 2 requirements, learning about American history, government, and geography, and improving their English skills. PL instructors and tutors first focus on the 100 civics questions students need to know. These questions involve how the U.S. government works, different periods of American history, U.S. geography and symbols, and the names of government officials, including the President, Vice President, Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Speaker of the House, Maryland senators, and its governor. Then we work on honing their English language skills, listening, understanding, speaking, and especially reading and writing. Last, we conduct mock interviews to prepare them for the test. Our goal is to build their confidence for the big day. Now it's time to celebrate our new citizens. Congratulations to all of you in reaching your goal. And remember, now that you're citizens, it's very important you register to vote. All right? All right, new citizens, when I call your name, please come up to be recognized. And their tutors may join us for photos afterwards. When all group is together, is that what you want to do? Yeah, okay. I'll call them individually, they'll come up, and then when everybody's together, the tutors who worked with them, please come up for a photograph. All right, here we go. Arazu Baghiri from Iran. Ali Sakharetz from Iran. Nahid Barishta from Iran. Ali and Nahid are husband and wife, okay? Abid Sahid Siddiqui from Pakistan. Benoit St. Just from Haiti. Christina Washington from Ghana. And Felicia Z from Liberia. Did I miss anybody? All right, congratulations.
Our next category honors 114 students with outstanding participation. This is no small feat, for many of our students are raising families and working multiple jobs. Here to say a few words about the students they teach and to read the names of our award recipients are Emma Fleeman and Martha Oppong. Please join me in welcoming them to the stage. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Emma Fleeman.
And I'm Martha Oppong.
The success of Project Literacy lies in the dedication and commitment of our students. With their own busy schedules and lives outside of the classrooms, our students display their incredible drive and work ethic on a daily basis. Tonight, we would like to honor those who have demonstrated outstanding participation throughout the year. Please join me in congratulating these students, who we will now invite up to receive their certificates. We would also like to extend our congratulations to those who are unable to be here tonight.
We have a very long list. So I'm going to beg everybody to hold your applause until I say let's give them a round of applause. If not, we will not leave here tonight. As I call your name, please come forward and stay on my right side. And when you are done and you're leaving, please go on the right side to your seat so that the floor will be cleared. Ahmed Abdurrahman. Come forward, please, Ahmed. Selena Akume. As you hear your name, please come forward. Josephine Aforo. Yesenia Aguilar Rusalis. Mitra Amadi. Juan Albeno. What are they? Elvin Esmeraldo Alvarez Hernandez. Arnaldo Amaya. If you are here, please. First person. Azar Ibrahim Zaid Atia. Edwin Avila. Tony Banzrak. Rosa Elizabeth Peña. Laura Baraza. Come on, Laura. Hilda Barrientos. Anthony Beecham. Cleanne Berflay. Scarlett Benitez. Karina Bocanegra. Donaliza Bocanegra. Flora Bonilla. Erica Catet. Marilu Catet. Jumok Cho. Carmine Cruz. Tomasa Cruz. Changhon Sue. Maria Elena Delgado. Tersit Demboba. Sokun Ek. Let's give them a hand of applause. Okay. I'm going to continue. Elizabeth Espinoza. Victoria Ferdinand. Maria Elena Fernandez. Patricia Fernandez Espinoza. Camilo Fonegra. Mary Lee Faulkner. Alvin Bernal Fuentes. Jose Leonid Gadami Garcia. William Gamboya. Noe Garcia. That's it.
Eric Alexander Garcia Rivas. Jose Garita. Inez del Carmen Giron. Lisbeth Gonzalez. Corina Granados. Trinidad Hernandez. Carmelita Jacobs. Shaheen Javed. That's good. James Jimmy. Fala Johnson. Shelley Jones. Kamloy Kultz. Clermata Lambre. Young Lee. Ann Lee. Bradley. Luis Manuel Leon Gutierrez. Yinghua Li. Ingrid Lopez. Celerina Lopez. Youngmi Lo. Ilse Martinez. Lourdes Araceli Meza. Jose Antonio Mijango Hernandez.
Give them a hand of applause, please.
Hada Morsi. Rosaba Movila. Merlin Leticia Murcia Mendez. Elider Navarante Crisantos. Doreen Newman. Tue Gwen. Marina Ochoa. Jose M. Okinodo. Emir Orlandes Flores. Erasto Ortiz. Clover Pert. Roy Pert.
We have to add a couple. Omar Perea, Yolande Pierre, Carlos Pinada, and Kareem Pinada. Cesar Pinada, Maria Teresa Ramirez Zarate, Jose Rangel, Nicolas Rangel, Josefina Rangel, Marisol Reynoso, Belinda Roxon, Maria Rolden, Edamira Cruz, Dunia Saborio, Tatiana Salgado, let's give them a hand of applause. We're getting there. Claudia Sanchez, Abid Said Siddiqui, Vivian Sosa, Danielson Sosa, Ghislaine Torres Pardo, Maria de Los Angeles Velasquez, Marco Tulio Lara, Juan Sastiban Tosius, Eugene Carmi Albina, Maribel Val, Nubia Velez, Anida Veliz, Yolanda Verdugo Dalos, Elizabeth Vieira, Tlen Vo, Chon Wu. Let's give them a hand of applause. Are you guys tired? We have 105 more. I'm just kidding. Gabriela Zaldeva de Silva, Yukwe Zan, and Ada Zuniga. Let's give them a hand of applause.
next, here to introduce our student speaker for the evening is volunteer tutor Suzanne Hoffman. Please join me in welcoming Suzanne.
Hi. As she said, my name is Suzanne Hoffman. I'm one of the volunteer tutors, and I just want to take a second again just to congratulate everybody in the audience, because I know how hard this program is, and you guys continue to, participate and succeed even while I know you're taking care of your families and working and all the other things that get in the way called life. So I hope you all are as proud of yourselves as all of us tutors are of you. I'm really up here to introduce Kumba Sise. She's the person that I was fortunate enough to have been paired with when I started tutoring a couple of years ago. And when I first met her, I knew she was going to be a joy to work with. Her friendly nature and her positive attitude are just totally contagious. So our partnership has been a two-way street. I've helped her with her reading, and she's expanded my worldview. I believe that she's also really a teacher at heart. I actually studied math in school, and I never tutored English in my life before joining Project Literacy. But Kumba's taught me how to teach her, so that's a real skill. So I'm so happy that Emma asked her to speak tonight, because Kumba's an inspiration to me, and I hope she'll be an inspiration to you. I'm very proud to introduce my wonderful student, who I also now call my friend, Kumba.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Kumba Sise. I come from Senegal. It's in West Africa. My native language is Wolof. Senegal's official language is French. I am so sorry. This is the first time I'm talking in front of people. So if I make any mistake, I ask for forgiveness. I come to the United States long time ago. When I come here, I come with a big dream like everybody here. But when I come here, I know the dream is not going to be easy without the schooling. I have a little schooling back home. I've been lucky to introduce to Project Literacy. The first time I walk in, when I walk in, I feel love. People who's there to help you, willing to help you, and they will do everything to help you. When I first came, I don't know how to read or how to write. Right now, I have my driver's license a long time ago. I have my own business, so part of my dreams come true. I always gonna take that any place I go in my life. Project Literacy is a place to, when you get there, even sometimes you come to class, you are so tired. Your mind is not here, because coming from different country, you don't speak the language, you don't understand, you are confused, but they always gonna tell you, oh, you are doing so great. And sometimes I know I'm not doing great, but because of their saying it, I end up by believing it, I'm doing great. And anytime when I walk in, I feel like my battery is recharged, because the people, the wonderful people, the patient. Sometimes I come to class, I don't even talk about the class. I talk about my personal problem, but they always take their time, patient, and encourage you. And whatever problem you have, they always be there for you. And they will make you feel comfortable enough to fit yourself into the life you're not used to. Coming from different countries, we all know it's not easy. We have different culture. Everything is different. But because of these wonderful people here, the lovely people, the welcome, the love, everything, guys, don't ever give up. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I'm not going to do it. Yes, you will. Because of these wonderful people, these people you cannot, I don't have words for them, just to thank them and always say to myself, it doesn't matter where I go, I will take that with me. Because if you give a person a gift, you can take it back. But if you teach somebody something, you cannot take it back. So that legacy I take from them, I will take it all over the world. Guys, don't ever give up. The dream gonna come through because of their help. And I read a short book about President Abraham Lincoln, the 16th president. He had a little schooling, but he say if he learned how to read and write, because of that, he achieved his dream by being the president. I'm sorry, guys, it's not easy to talk in front of people, but I'm doing my best. I will use this occasion to congratulate everybody here, to thank my wonderful ladies here. I have 3 ladies who's always there for me. Miss Suzanne, Miss Jenny, and Miss Emma. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much, Suzanne, and thank you so much, Kumba. Our third award category, Academic Achievement, honors 86 students tonight who have shown academic improvement during the year. 2 of our instructors will now speak about the students they teach. Then they will read the names of our award recipients. So please welcome Emily Libetro and Mark Darkangelis to the podium.
Good evening. My name is Mark Darkangelis, and I am an instructor. On behalf of the instructors, the tutors, and the staff, I would like to congratulate all 86 students who have made outstanding academic achievement this fiscal year. Due to work or family activities, not all of the awardees are able to be with us this evening. When you hear your name called, please come forward to be recognized.
Mohammed Abdurrahman, Halima Ahmad, Giomar Alakarn, Dora Alfaro, Brenda Alfaro, Dalen Alvarado, Jonis Arriaga, Merlin Roberto Abelar Pineda, Etegen Bamlaku, Obo Barco, Joe Millard Bell, Oscar Arnulfo Beltran Enriquez, keep going, Rose Otisawa Bensil, Bianca Bunait, Jorge Callejas Hernandez, Fatumata Camara, Mayra Carvajal Yescas, Camilo Cardona Gutierrez, Maria Castro, Maria Rosaura Castro, Alirio Ernesto Seren Castaneda, Fei Chen, Kumba Sise, Jose Santiago Cruz, Walter Aldilso Davila Escobar, Israel Dominguez,
Esther Aspana, Roman Espinoza, Ana Lucia Fernandez Garcia, Marie Francine, Letty Galvez Oriandez, Laura Galvez Oriandez, Elida Garcia, Renee Grandos, Norma Guevara, Guadalupe Rocio Hernandez Mondiano, Hanan Hussein, Saba Isa, Carol Jacquet, G.K. G, Cecilia Jimmy, Mahawa Kamara, Danielia LaRusso, Sonia Linares, Yolisa Linares, Elane Lopez, Edgar Adonis Lopez, Sonia Nome Martinez, Antonio Meroga, Sharman Meha, I've got two in the middle, right? Okay, and we'll continue. John Miller, Dinyu Mo,
Gifty Nti, Hawa Nyorkor, Reynaldo Oriana, Ana Ortiz de Chavez, Miriam Ovando, Sun Young Park, Ana Pereira, Jemetin Ferro, Rudis Pineda, Erica Johanna Keme de Callejas, Yasmin Rodriguez, Mary Rodriguez, Michael Rogers, Reynaldo Romero, Rodolfo Sanye, Valentin Sanchez, Loida Sullivan, Bobby Most Talukter, Hyan Thomas, Sebastian Torres, Samira Urek, Edgar Verdugo, Jenny Vieira, Jinghua Zhu, Billy Zamora,
At this point, we honor our 58 HCLS Project Literacy Instructors, those who tutor our students one-on-one and teach classes. Here to recognize this esteemed group, introduce a speaker who will offer some remarks, and honor a subgroup, our 40 volunteers. Please welcome instructional specialist Jenny Bertzloff and instructor Linda Camosa.
As Valerie said, my name is Jenny Bertzloff. I'm the instructional specialist, and this is Linda Camosa, who is a former instructional specialist and has moved on or back into the instructor role. Before we recognize our volunteers, I'd like to say a word about all the wonderful people who help make Project Literacy the phenomenal program that it is. Those of us on the staff couldn't get by one day without the instructors and volunteer tutors who come in day after day to make a difference in the lives of our students. It is their dedication, creativity, and multiple talents that touch our students. Without them, we wouldn't exist. I'd like for all of our instructors and volunteer tutors to please stand so that we can applaud and thank you for all that you do. At this time, we're going to have one of our volunteers talk about her experience. Eunice Holt is going to come up and give us her take on volunteering.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for the introduction. Thank you for this opportunity. When Emma invited me to speak at Project Literacy's graduation this year, she phrased the request in such a convincing way that I could only say yes. I felt honored to represent the many women and men who share their talents each week with students. Students who make time in the busyness of everyday living to acquire knowledge and pursue momentous goals. Accepting Emma's invitation also was an opportunity to honor you, the 2017 graduates of Project Literacy. I became a tutor because I believe in an individual's power to alter his or her life's course and create a different path regardless of origin, economic station, race, gender, culture, or religion. Through tutoring, I have a front row seat to watch changes as they occur in people, to see others grow and develop, because a program such as Project Literacy provides educational opportunities that may not have been available previously. We all have more in common than not. There is a human thread that binds us, and tutoring allows me to connect with you and honor my ancestors, who in many ways were like you, people who desired change and a better future for their families and themselves. I currently tutor a woman from Thailand, Kam Loy, who came to Project Literacy 2 years ago. Due to life circumstances, Kam Loy had only a few years of formal education in her native country. During our first meeting, she told me that she wanted to improve her life by learning to read, write, and speak better English. And that is what she is doing. She is taking steps diligently each week towards her 3 goals. I love Kam Loy's spirit. I respect her person and the value she places on learning. She wants to learn for the sake of learning. And I hope you, the graduates, will be like Kam Loy as you continue to make progress. It has not been easy for you as adults to make the decision to come to Project Literacy. To take the uncharted course took courage, sacrifice, and fortitude. But by doing so, you have achieved a milestone in your life's journey. As you graduate and move on to the next level, just go for it. Reach for your dreams and continue to learn lifelong. Somebody said that it couldn't be done, but he with a chuckle replied that maybe it couldn't, but he would be the one who wouldn't say so till he tried. So he buckled right in with a trace of a grin on his face. If he worried, he hid it. He started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. Somebody scoffed, "Oh, you'll never do that. At least no one has ever done it." But he took off his coat and he took off his hat, and the first thing we knew, he'd begun it. With a lift of his chin and a bit of a grin, without any doubting or quit it, he started to sing as he tackled the thing that couldn't be done, and he did it. There are thousands to tell you it cannot be done. There are thousands to prophesy failure. There are thousands to point out to you one by one the dangers that wait to assail you. But just buckle in with a bit of a grin. Just take off your coat and go to it. Just start in to sing as you tackle the thing that cannot be done, and you'll do it. You did it. On behalf of all Project Literacy tutors, congratulations on this significant achievement. Your accomplishments will better position you to move on to other aspirations and inspire others in the program. May you continue to be successful in whatever path you choose. Thank you.
HCLS Project Literacy has about 40 active volunteer tutors. It's only because of them that we're able to serve as many students as we do. Each of them has a unique set of skills and talents that they bring to their students. Some come from careers in education, but many come from other careers and backgrounds. I have found, though, that all have a passion for helping our students learn to function and thrive in their respective environments. We ask our volunteers to commit to 40 hours of instruction at 2 hours a week. Many of them stay for much longer, usually with the same student, and some of them take on more than one student. When I started in this position a year ago, Linda here, who helped me transition to this new role from an instructor to the IS. And one of the things she told me was that working with volunteers was one of the highlights of this job. It didn't take me long to realize how right she was. Now, this is the time where we recognize the volunteers, and usually we just read the names, but this year we have 2 people that we want to recognize because they've been given other awards during the course of this year. They've both received outside recognition for the work they do for Project Literacy. The first is Irene Babish, and she has been awarded the Volunteer of the Year Award by the Adult Education Association's group called MACE for the 2016-2017 year. And she was recognized at the MACE conference, which was held earlier this month. And our other outside recognition was to our volunteer tutor, Sue Ziegler, who has been with Project Literacy since 1990, which I think adds up to 27 years. She has been awarded the Exelon Energy for the Community Employee Volunteer Award by her employer, Exelon Energy. And that award comes with a $5,000 donation, which will be given to the Friends of HCLS at a luncheon on June 12th. So we feel pretty special that we've been recognized, but our volunteers have been recognized twice this year. All right, at this time, Linda Camosa is going to read the names of the volunteers who are here this evening, and if you would please come to the front when your name is read.
Thank you, Jenny.
Irene Babish, Nadine Bernard, William Blount, Margaret Brophy, Sue Concanon, Sue Corsi, San Croson, Barbara DuBois, Jerry Dicken, Elliot Finkelstein, Rosemary Fitzgerald, Sherwood Githens, Adrian Goldstein, Suzanne Huffman, Eunice Holt, Colleen Hughes. Steve Plotz, Ann Rader, Karen Ryder, Palin Sangpet, Barbara Simmons, Joan Sweeney, Alexander Tancock, Chris Thorne, Jane Thorne, Bob Vandegrift, L. Westney, Cheryl Wilhide, Carol Yannick, Sue Ziegler. We genuinely thank each of our volunteers for contributing their time and talents, and we have a token of our appreciation for you, and we ask that you come to the table in the front at the end of the ceremony to receive that. Thank you.
As one of you looks to see if maybe you took my folder and my notes, I will continue from memory. But if you would be good enough to bring me back my folder and my notes, that'd be great. The next part of this evening is a special one that we recognize our class of 2017 graduates. This year's graduation class comprises 6 remarkable students who have worked diligently to complete the requirements for an external school diploma. 5 of the 6 are here this evening, I understand. With the 6 who tried to make it and didn't quite get here, we celebrate our 6th graduate in absentia. Here to introduce the group and the speakers, each of the students will offer remarks. And so please welcome the introducers, who are Intake Assessment Specialist Carolyn Berlin and Volunteer Tutor Steve Plotz.
Thank you, Valerie. Well, we just have an absolutely terrific group here tonight. I don't know what else I can say about them. We know, believe me, Carolyn and I and all who have taught in Project Literacy know what it took to be sitting here tonight with a cap and gown. We absolutely know, because we saw years of effort. And it wasn't just for a while, it was all the time, and it was while working, while having family responsibilities, spouses, kids in school, teachers, job, everything going on, because life doesn't stop. It doesn't stop, okay, I'm stopping now, but you get a high school diploma. No, you had to keep going, and you did. So we appreciate what you've done. We appreciate that there are 65 competencies that have to be demonstrated for the external diploma, 65, and nobody can cut you a break. There is no easy grading involved. You all know this. There's nothing easy about it because the first evaluation is done by an examiner, and the second is verified by an auditor. And so there's nothing easy about it. It's not at all graded on a curve. You have to demonstrate those 65 competencies, and you all did it. And we know what it took, and we admire you, and we salute you for it. Carolyn?
Okay. Good evening, everyone. First, I want to say congratulations to HCLS Project Literacy, class of 2017. I feel like a proud parent because 4 of them, Michael Schenk unfortunately had to leave because of his daughter, but 4 of them were my students, so I just am so happy to see you all sitting up here. Let's see, working with our students is always a pleasure. In fact, I say all the time, I love my job. I come to work and my students and all of our students inspire us every single day. Going back to school is not an easy thing, as Steve was just saying. And you know, when you're a teenager and you're in school, your job is to go to school. When you're an adult and you go back to school, you still have a job, you still have a family, you still have a house, you still have all those other responsibilities. So I have nothing but respect for all of our students. And congratulations. Do you want me to go on now too? Yeah. Okay, so I have the honor to introduce to you our students that are currently in the EDP program, but are not quite done yet. I believe only one is here tonight, but we do have several that I just want to celebrate, even though they're not here. These will be our graduates for our next graduation next year. The first one is Myra Carbajal, and she is this close to being here tonight. She'll probably finish on Thursday, but didn't quite make it. Shelley Jones is here. I saw Shelley somewhere. If you're here, Shelley, stand up. I don't know, but she's really, really close too.
She was here.
She was here. She's really, really close too. In fact, Flora Rodriguez, I don't think Flora's here either. She's very close. And Anthony, he's here. I saw Anthony. Yeah, Anthony. Anthony's going to graduate really soon too. And then we also have Michael Rogers and Yvette Portillo, and I look forward to seeing all of them here at our next graduation.
Very good. Now, we also have another group of 11 students, and I happen to know that a number of them are working tonight, which is why they're not here. So I'm going to call all 11. I think we're only going to have about 3 or 4 come up, or if you just stand up in place, that will be fine. But these are the students now who are actively working on their diploma. They have not yet entered the external diploma program as the ones that Carolyn just mentioned have. However, they're on a track to enter soon, and they will be future graduates sitting right there with a black cap and gown. So I know that several are here tonight, and if you just stand up, please. Giomar Alarcon, Giomar's here. Joe Bell, Antonio Mahango Hernandez. I know you're here, Antonio, good. Blanca Perez, Reina Granados, Roman Espinoza, Mary Lee Fuchner. Mary Lee, you're here, yeah. Maria Teresa, I'm not sure if Maria Teresa is here. I don't think so. Loida. Doreen Newman, I don't believe. And Bianca Book-Knight, I don't believe also. Oh, I'm sorry. Very good, very good. Okay, so let's have a round of applause for them. Yeah. Next time you see them, they're going to be sitting right here.
Okay, it has been my pleasure and honor to work with this group of students that I'm about to introduce you to. I feel privileged to have helped them achieve this important goal in their lives, and I know, like some of the other speakers have said, this is only the first step for you guys. I expect big things from all of you. And even though I'm a teacher and they're the students, I have to say I learn something from them every day, like Suzanne said. And they're inspirational. Each one of these students inspires me. And I would like to share with you how they inspire me as I introduce them to you. Our first graduate is Consuelo España. Come on up, Consuela. She inspires me with her fortitude. She came to us from HCC. She got into the program on her own. We didn't do any preparatory tutoring for her, but you got about a third of the way or halfway through the program, and then she was struggling with the writing portion, because as we all know, English, right? So she was feeling pretty frustrated, but she came and found us, and we gave her the help she needed. And by the way, her native language is Spanish. I've lived in many different countries, and I have tried to learn how to speak their languages, and I'm not very good at it. I can't imagine how hard it is to get a high school diploma in another language. So I'm inspired every day by her fortitude. She did it. So would you like to say something?
No, I just want to say thank you to the program and for their help and support.
I do want to mention Michael Shank was here with his daughter, but he had to get her back for something, so he isn't here anymore, but he left. But he's one of our graduates, and we do celebrate him even though he wasn't able to stay for this portion of the program. But the next graduate that I want to celebrate is Kelsey Reyes. Come on up, Kelsey. So Kelsey inspires me by the way she overcomes adversity. Kelsey was born with a congenital disorder that causes learning disabilities, among other things. So she struggled all her life with this learning disability. In fact, she was told by the Howard County Public School System that she was not going to get a high school diploma. They took her out of the high school diploma track and put her in a certificate program. But they forgot to ask Kelsey about that, because Kelsey is a determined woman, and she wanted her high school diploma, and she wanted her associate's degree. So she shopped around for the right program, and she finally came to us, and she worked for more than 2 years, right? Well, just you and I, anyway, altogether it was 4 or 5 years. And then, she got it. It was math that was really holding her back, but she got it. And she passed the entrance tests, and then she flew through the high school diploma program. I think she still has the record for being the fastest student to get through it, just under a year. And she did that while she was, her family moved. She was working part-time, and she was going to college taking credit courses. And she got her high school diploma. Which is awesome. But there's more. Last week, I had the privilege of attending her college graduation from HCC. She also has her associate's degree. And one other thing I have to say about Kelsey, when I first met Kelsey, I also met her mom, Maria. And we all that were at that meeting realized that Kelsey's mom was a really strong advocate for her daughter. She was not shy in getting what Kelsey needed and what she deserved, which was great. I'm sure Kelsey, I know Kelsey is where she is today because of her mother's advocacy. But the fun thing for us at Project Literacy was watching Kelsey as her confidence grew. So did her self-advocacy skills. And she began advocating for herself, which is awesome. But now, what we really love is that she advocates for others. She has referred 2 of her classmates that were in similar situations to her, that they told the school system told them they wouldn't get high school diplomas. She referred 2 of them to us, and one of them is in our audience tonight. So, what an inspirational student. So congratulations, Tessa.
First of all, thank you, Ms. Carolyn Berlin. Sorry, getting emotional. First of all, congratulations to everyone for getting an award or anything from Project Literacy. I'm sure, like me, in the beginning, it was an emotional feeling of either self-doubt or just not knowing what to expect from Project Literacy. And to be here standing in front of you all is an amazing feeling. I do have to thank you because you referred to Project Literacy to me. And my mother for supporting me from the very beginning. So thank you. And thanks again, Project Literacy, for making this happen. Thank you.
Okay, the next student of mine is Kieran Ingham. And Kieran has inspired me by his commitment. He knew he wanted his high school diploma, and he had, as a young man, he had the typical roadblocks that people this age have. He had. Well, he went through a few girlfriends, I think, while we were, and okay, one. He went through a few jobs, and his job story, at least the part that I know, he was working at a restaurant, and it burned. It caught on fire. So they transferred him to Baltimore County, I think, which was harder to get to. And then he got a different job, and then they fixed the original restaurant, and you went back there. Yeah. And he did all of this because he was, while going to school, he came to every class. He's not always on time, but he was always there. And he did it all without a car. He has a driver, but this is not easy to do, and to have that kind of commitment that Kieran had. But he was committed, and he always came to class, and he's successful. So to all the other Project Literacy students out there, commitment and consistency will get you to where Kieran is. So Kieran, it's your turn.
Thank you all. I would just like to thank the following tutors, Steve, Vera, Jenny, and Carolyn, for taking their time to help me with this program over the past 2 years. And that you had the faith in me to succeed, and that I will always be grateful for you to have faith in me, and that because of you guys, I earned my high school diploma. Thank you.
I'd like to ask Vera and Patty Reed, will you please come up with the two of you? And the reason for asking these two teachers to come up is that they really had a heavy stake in our last two graduates. And really, I ought not to be here, you ought to be here. But let me say with respect to Kieran, one comment also is that not only were you working the whole time, but you were getting jerked around to different locations. So he had to work full-time, different places, never missed a beat, kept going. That's the kind of perseverance it takes to get this diploma. And you were an example of that in spades. Terrific job. Guadalupe, if you'll come up, please. Here's our last grad, and a special situation in a couple of ways. First of all, Patty Reed is here, and it's quite an exceptional thing in our program when a volunteer tutor learns every detail, and I mean every detail of the external diploma all the way through to graduation. She had to learn these 65 competencies, and really as a volunteer, that's extraordinary, extraordinary effort. And actually, Patty's doing it again right now. You've already started with another student. So we wanted to give you a special hat tip for that. Also, I want to mention, and this is something coming from the heart, but we had a wonderful tutor, an absolutely wonderful man named Rafael Martinez. We loved him. He was my friend. All of us on the program loved him. He died unexpectedly about a year ago. But Rafael had taken a great deal of interest in Guadalupe. He helped him. He had done this with other students along the way. They just developed a bond. And I know that Raphael is with us tonight in spirit. He would like to be here. But there's a great deal of satisfaction in that the investment he made and worked so hard has now been borne out in a diploma for Guadalupe. So having said that, you did a terrific job, and you stayed with it all the way. Patty knows the effort that it took, and we congratulate you. If you'd like to say something.
Patty was too. Can Patty?
Yeah.
Go ahead. You can.
Oh, well, I'm sorry. You go first. You go first. Sure.
Okay. Hi, everybody. I had a hard time coming up with a word to describe Guadalupe in just one word. I could say he's very intelligent. Clearly he is. I could say that he's kind and thoughtful. Absolutely. Eventually, I settled on kind of an odd choice. I settled on the word journey. And I think that really sums up. Oh, better talk fast. Okay. So let me tell you why. As a teenager, Guadalupe left his home in Mexico and journeyed to the United States, where he had to learn a new culture and a new language, which certainly was not easy. Several years later, he embarked on a different kind of journey when he enrolled in Project Literacy. The first time we met, I asked him what he was hoping to get out of the program, and he told me he wanted to get his high school diploma so he could get a better job, which is a very worthy goal, I would say. But it didn't take me very long at all to realize that he wasn't just racing for the goal line, for the finish line, that he really understood and appreciated the journey. So more often than not, he would come to the library after having worked 10, 11, 12 hours, sometimes even more, and of course he was exhausted. But he was always prepared, and he was always eager to learn. He never approached it as a chore, but just threw himself into every assignment and really just got everything out of it that he possibly could. And so I think we can say that although it was often difficult and often frustrating, he understood that it really is all about the journey. And that's why he is here today. So one journey is ending and another one is beginning. And I want to say to you that I am so very grateful that I had the opportunity to walk one leg of the journey with you. It was an honor for me. So come up and you talk before I start whimpering.
Thank you everybody for coming. And I had a speech with me, but I want to quote, if I say it, I feel like I'm going to break down and cry. So I'm just going to say a few words. First of all, I want to say thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to the Department of Labor, Licensing and Registration. Thank you to the Friends of Howard County Library System thank you to the library system as well for providing a warming space for learning and studying. And as Patty said, thank you for those meaningful words. That really means a lot to me. And unfortunately, like Steve said also, Raphael is not here with us, and he's a man that I owe him a lot. He taught me a lot, and I'm really thankful with him, just as thankful I am with Miss Patty. So, and all of those you guys who are in the Wiley Middle School English classes, don't give up. It has its payoffs. Don't worry if you are 15, 30 minutes late. Maybe she knows about me. I was always late, but it's better be there. It's better late than never be there. So, with all that being said, so thank you for coming and congratulations, guys. It wasn't easy and it's a big challenging, but it wasn't impossible as we, that we made it. So, thank you all of you guys.
Oh, so, okay. So we're, oh, you're still.
After that, face this way, everybody. Okay, put down the flowers. Okay, we're going to do this on the count of three. Ready? Ready? 1, 2, 3.
That's almost it, if you would be willing to sit down for just 2 more minutes, really, not even. It takes a concerted effort to put an event like this together, so I want to thank just a few people. For starters, Emma Ostendorf and her assistant, Ben Hamilton. Ben, where are you? If you could both stand. Where's Ben? Ben, thank you so much. And Emma, again, thank you very much. And then library staff and volunteers, if you would just wave. There's Dennis over here, back over there, yes, over here. Thank you very much. And there are probably a few people behind the curtain, too. And thank you to our generous donors listed in your program. Thank you to all of you for attending this evening. Give yourselves a hand. And most importantly, thank you to all of you HCLS Project Literacy students. You give new meaning to the phrase, never ever give up. And so to each and every one of you, I extend a heartfelt 恭喜, chúc félicitations, felicidades, and congratulations. Hope you all enjoy the rest of the evening. Do get your certificates out in the lobby and join us in the cafe for some refreshments. Thank you again for coming and have a safe journey home. Good evening. Oh.
1 minute, please. As I said earlier, this is the last time Valerie will be here with us as our president and CEO and presiding over our ceremony. We have some flowers for her. Want to thank her for the years of hard work, and best of luck and best wishes for the new journey that you're about to embark. Thank you very, very much for all that you've done for all of us. Thank you.
One more thing. There's somebody else that needs to be recognized, and this is a lady who works all day, every day, 100% of the time for Project Literacy, and her workday doesn't end at 5 o'clock. Then she goes over to the night program at Wild Lake or to the community college or wherever it takes to keep this program running 100%. And Emma, all we can say is thank you for everything.
Don't forget to pick up your certificates outside. And the volunteers, please come up to pick up your presents. And also the new citizens, we have something for you also. Thank you very much for coming. Good night.